All right. What's up, Caleb?
Hey man, how's it going?
Living life. Just finished
Great.
working out. How about you?
Good. Just starting the day. Nothing too special. But I'm
Starting
I'm excited to
starting
get
the
it
day
started.
starting the day at 8 o'clock.
Starting the Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think
No,
that's how
dude,
this
I feel
works.
like after work, that's when my brain turns on. It's like, oh, it's go time. But until I finish work, it's just dragging my feet, let my day begin.
So in other words, you go through work in a daze, dazed and confused.
I guess so. All
That's
right, should we
funny.
get started?
Yeah, hit me with some
All
questions,
right.
homie. I don't even are
Yeah,
we
yeah,
so we're
yeah.
talking
I
about
just want to.
workouts today?
Sorry?
We're talking about workouts today?
Yeah, yeah.
All
So
right.
we're gonna talk about workouts and sort of kind of talk about why it's important to work out and why it might be difficult for some people to work out. So just want to give a quick welcome to people who are joining in. This is a podcast, Idiots Podcast, where we talk about faith, relationships, fitness, discipline, and also Anthony's emotional problems where there are tears involved. But
I
but today we're not going to be crying unless you really want to.
I
But my
already
name
I
is
already did
Caleb.
that.
And ladies and gentlemen, today we're joined by the world's smallest tricep, Anthony Trevisano.
Is that what you did? That's why you're all joking about or trying to find jokes all day?
Yeah.
Oh my word. Well, hey
World's
everyone.
smallest tricep, Anthony Trevisano. That's like
I,
your.
I don't have small triceps. Well, maybe I do.
I don't see one.
No, I got small triceps. I got big
No,
biceps
man.
though.
Um, no,
No,
neither.
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 Why?
What do you mean, why? I've seen your arms.
They're bigger than yours.
They're like this.
I don't want to comment. Hit me with a question.
All right. All right. Um, who is your male celebrity crush?
Hands down, like male celebrity or female?
Male.
Male?
Because I know that's what you're. Anyway.
Hey. Watch self. No, my male celebrity crush would be Dwayne the Rock Johnson. 100%.
Wayne The Rock Johnson.
100%.
Not bad.
What
Why?
about you? Why?
Why Wayne? Yeah.
Because he's completely into fitness and he makes amazing movies and he's a really good business person, entrepreneur.
Okay. But is he the best actor though? I feel like his
We're
acting
not,
is not
you didn't ask me about the
great.
best actor though. You asked me my male celebrity crush.
Yeah, but you also said he makes really great films, but I don't know if he makes great films. Like he makes great blockbuster films, but
Like Fast and the Furious?
yeah,
Blockbuster?
that's for
Come on now.
sure blockbuster.
That's
Dude,
not a block.
take away his shell of a body that he has. He's got nothing.
Yeah, he does. He's an
No.
entrepreneur.
What kind of business does he have?
He owns a tequila brand. He owns he partnered with Under Armour, the Rock
Okay, of
Project.
course he would. Yeah, I feel like he would own a gym. Does he own a gym?
He brings a gym wherever he goes.
Right.
Literally.
I heard that.
So yeah, what about yours?
Um, I
Ryan
would say Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
There it is.
What?
I called it. Every Canadian loves Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, we gotta support our Canadian actors.
Why
I
Ryan
think he's
Reynolds?
funny and jacked and also funny.
Is he funny?
Yeah, yeah, he's also funny. So
I think he's funny. I don't know. So if you ask me about my male celebrity crush, let's go the other way. And what about your female? What's your female celebrity crush?
I mean, for female, I would definitely have to put Anthony up there. But other than
I'm a
that,
celebrity.
you're also a female.
I don't care. I'm a
Um,
celebrity.
Okay, Bruce Jenner. Um,
Whoa.
I would say Mila Kunis or Emma Stone. I have like weakness, like a very weakness towards like eyes because I feel like they both have very. Why are you laughing?
Very weakness.
Very weakness. Very.
I have variable weaknesses.
Yeah. I feel like they both have very prominent eyes.
Yeah, I would
That's
give
the
you that
thing.
one.
Yeah.
I
What about
like
you?
Mina. I like Mila Kunis.
Mina
Uh,
Kunis.
Mina? No, Mila.
Yeah, you said Mina.
No, I didn't. I said Mila.
Okay. We'll have to go back to a videotape
A
review
videotape.
on
You're
that
showing
one.
your age, dude.
Yeah.
Uh, for me, so it'd be Mila Kunis or Scarlett Johansson. 100%.
Wasn't she married to Ryan Reynolds?
Yep.
So your favorite female celebrity was married to my fem. Don't worry, I'll get this one.
All right.
Your
All right.
favorite female celebrity married my male Oh, this is why I
Uh,
fail.
come
God.
on, use your words. Get it out.
Do we want to get through this?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, all right, I'll do it.
It was fun.
Why? Your your favorite female celebrity married my male female.
Got it again.
Okay, you try.
I don't want to. It's not my thing to say.
Oh my god. You know what I mean though.
Do I?
Yeah, I think you do. So okay, let's move on. I'm gonna move on because I don't think I'll ever be able to say that right.
Maybe if you write it down. But anyways,
Who do you think the most jacked celebrity?
see, like, are we going with size, or are we going with physique, or like, what are we doing here?
I would say overall, like just
Overall,
overall, well balanced.
Chris Hemsworth, 100%. Yeah, like
Yeah,
he's
I can see
well.
that.
He also has a fitness app that like he
Yeah.
owns or he partnered with,
Okay.
and just the workouts that he do, like he's chiseled, and
Yeah.
he he just promotes fitness.
Right.
Like he lives and breathes fitness.
Right.
Yeah, I think. But if we're going for size, it'd be like Batista or Dwayne
Ooh,
the Rock
Batista.
Johnson.
Yeah.
I would say all around it'd be Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth is definitely up there. What about what about Terry Crews?
Oh, I forgot about Terry Crews.
That guy's a monster.
He has to be on juice though. Like he is a
Really?
monster. He's a monster.
Yeah. Dude, his like shoulders are I don't know how you get a shoulder that big.
Like, have you seen him in Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Where
he's a
he takes
beast.
his shirt off every episode.
Pretty much. At least 4 times a season.
Wait. Quick question. Can you know, like how like wrestlers and like heavy like bodybuilders can like flex their chest and
I
dance with
can't
it?
I can't do that.
You can't do that.
No. I'm too
I
fat.
feel like I was able to do that like when my body like was so sore
Mhm.
that it like had a spasm, but like that was the only time.
Because I have a spasm. It hurts, but it's so cool. Oh man.
Yeah, that's gotta count.
Yeah,
One.
yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Uh trying to think of someone else.
What about female? Like the most
Most jacked female?
jacked female celebrity.
The Terminator woman. Um
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
no, the female.
Oh,
I
Arnold
can't.
Schwarzenegger.
No. But you know who I mean. Like, what's her name? I don't
Like
know, but
Sarah Connor?
yeah, her.
Right.
But the actress.
Like
But
the actress. Yeah.
she, like the amount of work that she put in to get that fit,
Mm,
unreal. I
right.
don't I don't think I've ever seen anyone that fit for a movie that's a female. Um, what about you? Like, I'm drawing a blank. That's the only person that came to mind.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank too. I want to say like Emily Blunt. You know the movie Day After no. You know the
Oh,
one that I'm talking about
yeah, with
with
Tom
Tom
Cruise.
Cruise,
Yeah, it's day after tomorrow.
something like that. I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah,
she worked out hard for that film
yeah. I'll give you
because
that one.
she did some really crazy
Oh,
workout.
so celebrity crushes, those
Okay,
two. So Emily Blunt and John Krasinski, like they're a powerhouse.
yeah, there are some tall people there,
Yeah,
pretty tall people.
and like I don't understand why people would keep their last name like when they get married.
You don't wait, so you don't want your wife in the future to keep her last name?
Hmm. Well, currently I'm in a relationship, and I would like her to either
Yeah.
keep it or hyphenate it because of
Oh, so you want it
the
to be Molasses Trevisano.
yeah,
Got it.
but but that's because her hair, like she'd be the last one of her heritage.
Oh, there's no male in her
Yeah, there's
family?
no, not that I know of. We
Mm,
had this conversation. I came to the conclusion that she should like keep it,
right.
or at least that's if we get married anyway. But but yeah, I still don't like. Is there other reasons why they like
It's a
someone would keep
very
it unless you're already established and everyone knows you as so and so?
right. Like that's got to be how it is for like celebrities, but it's a fairly Western thing to do because in Korea, like you don't like my parents, like they're like my mom didn't change her last name, but that's like 99 or I want to say like 100% of the case in Korea. Like it doesn't really happen like that.
You don't change your last name?
No, like that's uncommon. Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah,
Would you ever
that's
change your last name?
no. There's not many of us.
No.
I
Right.
don't think I would.
Trevisano.
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 No,
All right. So talking about like being jacked and working out, um, you work out, right?
sometimes.
I can't tell, but you do, right?
You want to fight about this?
Why do you work out? Personally, why do you think it's important for people to work? Actually, why do you work out?
So I work out because one, I want to be an athlete, or at least the best athlete I can be. Two, I like to push my limits. Um,
Okay.
there's times where I push my limits too far, and it ended pretty badly, but you recuperate after that. And just to keep my mental state good. So like, there's a interesting thing that happens to where like when you're doing a workout and you have no choice but to grit your teeth and grind through it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and once you do that, you come out the other side like a you have an epiphany.
So would
And
you say then like you're addicted to that feeling of like epiphany?
yeah,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah,
right.
it's
Yeah, that pain can be very addicting. As weird
yeah,
as
it's like I shouldn't be saying this, but I like I
it's like
don't
sugar.
like yeah. I don't
Yeah,
like going to the dark place to get through a workout, but going to that dark place
right,
is revitalizing and soothing for me. So like you go to the dark place, you finish your workout, you come out and you're like, I'm alive.
right,
All right, I can get through whatever else comes at me because I got through
right.
this.
So if you didn't have that dark place, and a lot of people don't, like what would they use, or do you not know? That's just how you operate.
Uh it depends on their motivation.
Yeah,
So if you're working out for aesthetics, which go for it, whatever. But
yeah,
like you're working out to look good. So I'm assuming your drive would be I need these abs. I need these vascular whatever, right?
yeah,
So I think that's a motive, but also let's say you have underlining problems and you have to work out or you have to move or you have to change your diet, like that's another reason to work out. That's another motivation. Um, you're also getting paid to work out. Like I would love to get paid to work out, but that's also another motivation. But for me, it's I just want to be I want to push my limits and see what happens. Pretty
Cool.
much it. What about you? Like, do you because I know that you work out um for more of like a release of energy. So like, what a- what about you?
Yeah, I like remember how we started to stream when I said like my day just started. Like that's exactly sort of my like I have this pent up energy. And
Hmm.
9 to 5, which is like my work hour. Um, like after 5 o'clock, I'm like, let's go. Like I just set for like 8 hours straight. Like I need to do something. And like usually I take my dog out right after work. And then after that, like because I was outside, I'm like either kind of sweating or like my heart rate is up. So I'm like, okay, I got my warm up. I'm just gonna go get rid of all of this pent up energy. And that's when I like have this switch where I go like, let's get this going. And also like similar to your like pain thing, like I like endorphin because after you work out, like your body naturally releases that, right?
Say that again.
And and and
Endorph
also I like
endorphin endorphin.
endorphin, endorphin. Yeah.
But yeah, so go
Um,
on. So you like
yeah, so I
releasing
like
endorphins?
dolphins. Yeah, endorphins, and I'm also addicted to DOMs. So like that, just waking up feeling sore is like the best feeling ever. And if I don't feel that, which is fine, like which doesn't mean you didn't get a workout, maybe you just stretch really well. But I just love feeling sore all the time.
Well,
Um,
DOMs are caused by like your lactic acid buildup plus you're tearing your muscles, right? So
yeah,
usually you get DOMs when your diet's like you're not intaking enough protein and fats and stuff to repair the muscles,
right.
and then also not drinking enough water after a workout or throughout the day plus after the workout.
Yeah,
So like all that stuff can prevent DOMs, but
right.
like your body should not have DOMs. Like,
Yeah,
it should be
yeah,
tired, but it shouldn't have DOMs.
right.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that's all regarded like all dependent on diet.
right. Yeah, I think you did a good job by actually maybe explaining what DOM is because people might not know what that is. Like it's
Delayed
called
onset
delayed.
muscle soreness.
Yeah, yeah. So it's basically lactic acid when you feel sore. But yeah, and then I would say lastly, the reason why I work like discipline, I thrive on discipline. I think you and I talked about this privately where we
Mm.
work like our brain works off block of times, you and I, and it's like, okay, 1 hour for this. Got it. Go, 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 go. Okay, like switch 1 hour for this. And
Yeah, like
having that mentality like applied to workout is like a reason why I work out.
yeah, like I also really like timed workouts or set timed workouts.
Yeah, me too.
So like you have 15 minutes to get to like a heavy one rep of
Yeah,
snatch or back squat or something, right? But also like the- I also make it a priority,
right.
and a lot of people don't do that. So like I literally work and then I'm like, okay, mindset switch. I have this for 2 hours. Go. So, and a lot of people have a hard time setting the working out or being healthy as a priority.
Yeah, it's hard because it's something like if it's not something that you normally do, um, like it's common to even just forget about it, and then like when you're like going to bed, you're just like, what did I not do today? It's like, oh shoot, I forgot to work out. So
I guess I'm doing
there's
100
that.
push-ups before bed.
Yeah. So it's not the easiest thing in the world, like if you're not used to like working out, but like usually by the time I get up and by the time I go to bed, I do check once in a while, oh, did I work out today? Like if I didn't work out, let's say, and didn't plan for the day, which is pretty like rare,
Mhm.
like that is at least something that comes to my mind. Is, did I work out today?
Yeah. Well, it's not even about like you don't have to work out, you just have to move. But
Right.
I also I tried to educate my dad because he has a knee problem.
Okay.
He's like, oh, but I walk 6 kilometers, 5 kilometers a day, and now I'm injured. And I tried to educate him, like, yes, you're walking, but you're
Yeah.
not strengthening the muscles in a different way to support your knee.
Yeah. Exactly.
So when you hit your knee, it's hitting the
Yeah.
ligaments or the tendon in the knee,
Right.
not the muscle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And
the same thing for like shoulder injuries too, right? A lot of people tear a ligament or yeah, have issues. Like you want to build your supporting muscles.
like for the workouts that I do,
Yeah.
it's shoulders every day. That's like whether it's a push press, push jerk, strict press, pull ups, what else? Some sort of bench press, some sort of kettlebell movement or dumbbell snatch, like stuff like that. Like there's always shoulders incorporated. Because if you can't move your shoulders, if you don't have mobility or strength in your shoulders, you can't do majority of the stuff that we do.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
much
true.
it.
One
And
thing one thing you actually introduced to me, like because we talked about timed workouts. One thing that you introduced to me that like basically changed how I work out is EMOM, so every minute on the minute. So ever since I learned what that is, I try to do that like I don't know, once or twice a week
mhm,
in my workouts.
you should
And
go on.
yeah, yeah. So it's just yeah, it helps me to because it's about like finishing your workout early so that you can get longer rest for the next round. And that just messes with my psychology a lot. And it puts me at a very uncomfortable state. But I love that because usually I'm like, okay, like 10 reps, let's go. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 30-second rest. Okay, another 10. But I just, that's basically how my workout has always been until like I tried what you suggested, which is EMOM.
Yeah, and it's like your body can take a beating compared
Yeah,
to like what your brain says. So the reason I got you to do that is because you were plateauing and you needed to switch it up, but also maintain the same volume. So instead of doing increasing the volume, make you work harder.
right.
So you have 1 minute to get through X amount of reps for squats, for push-ups, whatever you're doing. And if you don't get through it,
Reset.
there's a penalty.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. I love
it forces you to move under pressure
Mm. So
and under
we'll talk
fatigue.
about yeah, we'll talk about sort of like how to make that happen.
Mhm.
But like, why do you think people have difficulty working out? Because a lot of people actually struggle with actually finding time to work out. Like, do you think that's an excuse? And just overall, like, why do you have a hard time like working out?
Uh, in most instances, finding I don't have the time is an excuse.
Okay.
There's no doubt about it. But there's also like the rare times where like you get home from work at like 6:30, you have to tend to the kids, you have to spend time with your wife, and that's all very important. So I get it.
Yeah.
Um, but if that usually that comes down to either poor time management or uh, things that come up through the day that were unforeseen, right? Uh, I think a lot of people are inherently lazy and they look for excuses not to work out.
Okay.
Uh, and that's just my observation. I could be wrong. I could not, or I could be right, but that's just my opinion. Um, it also leads down that avenue of they don't know what they're, or they think they don't know what they're doing, or no one has showed them how to do things. So when I make programs for people, I show them how to do it, or I send them videos on proper form, and then if it wasn't COVID, I would go meet them at their gym and show them different movements, different cues and stuff like that. So one part it's lazy, another part is uneducated or thinking they're uneducated. Because like
Yeah, I can see that.
it doesn't hurt to go for a walk, yet people find an excuse not to go for a walk for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Like my dad dropped 60 pounds in, I think, 8 months
Right.
just from walking. He started at 2K, and now, well, before he got injured, he walked, I think, 5 to 6K a day. That's it. And he changed his diet and his eating and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So those are the two things that are prominent in today's society is laziness and thinking you're uneducated in working out or being healthy.
I feel like people also work out for the wrong reasons. So a lot of people chase after that. Oh, like this is who I want to look like, which is fine, but like I had a friend who said I wanna like I want my body fat to be like 8%. But
Mhm.
I feel like that kind of goal is too arbitrary and it doesn't boil down to like what you're gonna do to get there. So people like once people have that kind of wrong goal, then like it turns out in two different ways. Like one, they maybe do look like that, but they let go and then they go back to looking like the way they did before. Two, or they just give up trying because every time you walk by the mirror, it's just like, oh, like that's 12% body fat, like that's not 8%. So it's like constant discouragement that you get. Um,
Well,
yeah.
I think that's just because your values don't line up with what you're doing.
Mhm.
Like you see these people that have chiseled abs and they're vascular and veiny and whatever,
Yeah.
but they put in a lot of work. It's not just do 50 sit-ups a day and you'll have abs. Like you should see what they eat. You should see what they do for mobility, stretching, yoga. Uh, you should see what they do for their workout plans. Like some of these people work out for like 2 3 hours a day,
Yeah.
and then like go along the CrossFitting route. Like they do 2 to 3 sessions a day of training,
Right. Right.
and they also eat a lot of food, but healthy food. So like these people that are setting these goals are arbitrary goals of I want 8% body fat. They don't do the research. They're just like,
Yeah.
I work out, I get 8% body fat. That's not
Yeah.
how it
Yeah.
works.
It's not, yeah, it's not a give or take. Yeah.
Like,
You like, I find like work, like looking at like celebrities like Mark Wahlberg or, who's that High School Musical guy? Zach,
Zac Efron.
yeah, Zac Efron. Like I would watch them like as an encouragement, but I would never be like, oh, like, well, I would want to look like them, but it's not like when I work out, I'm like, oh, like I'm gonna do 200 push-ups because Mark Wahlberg's chest looked like that. Like that's not like how I get motivated.
Hmm. But like how
Um,
so how would you motivate someone then? Right? Like how what motivates people to work out or attempt to work out?
right. So to answer that question, I think a lot of people, similar to what you said about like instruction and people don't know how to work out, like I think people don't like their workout program is too boring. Like they don't know how to make it fun. And like at the end of the day, like workouts suck, but they should also be fun. And like maybe lifting weights isn't like your way of like having fun. Like what's this? Like what's this gonna do? But
Yeah.
if you like that does
I get what you're saying.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But like there are different sports that you can play. There are different activities like hiking or swimming. Like if you don't like swimming, fine, like go calisthenics. You don't like calisthenics, like go jogging. Like there are different ways of working out, but they just don't know how to make the workout fun.
Or they look for an out, I find. Oh well, I didn't
What do you
like
mean?
this, I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, I tried bodybuilding. I only got to this point and I just got bored of it, so I'm done. Well,
Right.
then obviously you fail because your resolve isn't there. Like
Yeah.
your values do not line up with what you're doing. So it's unfortunate, but people are like that.
Yeah, it's tough to be like that's why I feel like it's important to have like a workout partner. I don't know if you have a workout partner or Anthony, but like they sort of kind of help you like solidify that vision, right? And like when you work out, you also get like encouraged.
Yeah. So one, I do have a workout partner.
Yeah,
I've known him since we were in grade two, actually. Uh,
that was
he's
like
been
what,
writing our
years
pardon?
ago?
Was what?
That's like what, 40 years ago?
Yeah. Minus what, 14 years? Or
Okay.
wait, how old are you in
Yeah.
grade two?
Aren't you like 53?
No, I'm 30. Come on. Don't give me that. Don't age me that much.
Sorry,
Like
I cut you off.
40. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I've known him since grade two, and he mainly does our programming. Uh,
Okay.
and like I do find it where there's days where I'm like I'm not feeling it. Like it was a struggle just to get to the gym,
Yeah.
and then he just yells in my face.
Right.
So it's like either you do this or you go home. Which one do you want,
Right.
man? But that's not responsive to everyone. So it's a fine line, right? Like I also really enjoy working out alone,
Yeah.
but I also enjoy working out with people that push me.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would choose, like, if I had to choose, because obviously there's balance, like, you got to have one or the other, or maybe both. But if I strictly had to choose working out alone all the time or working out with someone all the time, like, I think I would choose working out with someone all the time rather than working out alone all the time.
Uh, yeah, I would say so.
Like, as
Yeah.
much as I love working out by myself too, like, yeah, it's just more encouraging if you suffer together and you're doing the same workout and just like, this sucks. I know, I did it 10 seconds ago.
I don't want to do this. I did it. Well, now I
Yeah.
have to beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's times where me and my friend Brent will look at each other be like, "You going first? No, no, you go first. No, 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 you go first." So then
Yeah.
we can have the last rep, so then we can beat each other.
Right. I
Like,
remember when you and I went to the gym that a couple times where we finished the workout and then basically it went like we both of us knew that we finished the workout and then you were like one more set and then like we did one more set and then I was like one more set and then you did one more set and then it just kept going back and forth until we're like forget it, this is dumb.
I think it was bench press too.
Yeah.
That was so dumb. Oh man. Good days though. I wish we could work out more.
Yeah. Are gyms open?
Um
Kind
I
of.
just I just found out OEV had to close, but they're
Right.
trying to reopen.
Okay.
I don't know about like the box, like the generic gyms. I don't know if like Crunch Fitness, Good Life, all them are open because I don't mess with those. I don't need to. They don't like the.
The gyms are
So I
closed
got
though.
I got a funny story. So I was
Okay.
in a gym that had bumper weights and lifting platforms, and I started doing a clean and jerk segment of the workout.
Okay.
And when you get up to
Pretty
like 200, pardon?
which is pretty loud.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. And I got up to, I think I got up to my a certain percentage, which was I think it was 205. And you're like, if it's over your head, you're not just gonna nicely drop it down. Like you're gonna drop it. Just let go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so people started staring at me, and I got up to like 225, and so I did it. And I had someone from that gym come up to me and said, "Can you please stop making all this noise?" So I proceeded to be louder, and they kicked me out.
That guy, eh? You're
Yeah.
that guy at the gym?
Well, like I'm there to work out. If you're not there to work out, then get out. Like
Yeah.
I'm there to better myself. But anyways, then that led me to like CrossFit gyms and stuff like
Yeah. CrossFit gyms are closed though?
that. I think they are.
Okay.
I know the one I was going to is closed right now, and I know the one I want to go to is just closed, which is OAV.
Okay.
Um, Oldies Village Fitness or something like that. I don't know, but they're closed right now because of the city and their stupid regulation.
Yeah. That's a big topic to be had sometime, but
Where we should not talk about that because that will
I mean we
start.
can in the future, but We
I have some
I
very
don't know if
strong
I can talk
opinions.
about it without getting upset at this point.
Yeah, good old Doug Ford and Trudeau. Anyways, keep going.
So so like talked about workout, like let's talk about diet. Like how strict is your diet?
Yeah. It's super not strict.
Let's see the brownies of yours.
I don't
See if
have
you
any.
finished
I
it.
don't have any brownies, but I have.
Oh, so you finished it.
Yeah, I did. But I have these
What's that?
cashew something.
Okay. It's from Costco.
Yeah, cashew clusters. They're amazing, but they're also really fattening, so I have to watch out.
So what you're saying is your diet isn't something that you worry a lot about,
I should. I should worry about it, but I don't.
right?
Um, I eat like I have my two prepped meals that are like ground beef, rice, and veggies.
Okay.
In the morning, I have either waffles or with syrup or some sort of cereal just to get like the sugar intake, just because I like sugar and I want it in the morning. Um, other
That's
than
good
that,
reason.
I snack through the day, whatever I I want really. Uh, I have a really good grasp on not overeating,
Right.
and I think that's one of the biggest problems with people is they just don't know how to stop.
Yeah.
Like you open a bag of chips, you don't have to finish the bag of chips unless it's all dressed. But
Sounds like me. Yeah.
like people just don't know how to stop eating because it's so easy just to put food in your mouth and repeat. Right? But yeah, so my diet is should be better, but it's also a lot better than it was. And that has been a huge contribution to my current physique because I was around this weight, so I weigh roughly 230 pounds,
Okay.
and about how long- over a year ago, I was the same weight and looked like a beached whale. Like I was fat.
I remember when we first met, you were skinny,
Mhm.
and then you started gaining weight a little bit, and then now you're back to close. Like you're not skinny now, but like you're more muscular than I think before. So you like it's just kind of like a bell curve, where you're
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Like it kind of goes in waves, but um that's because I didn't have a good grasp on my mental illness and stuff like that. But for currently, I know that I have to focus on my food intake and what I'm intaking on a daily basis and what I need to maintain
right,
because I have such high requirements for energy when I'm doing the workouts. I need to eat a lot more
right.
carbs and protein and stuff like that.
Do you drink protein powders? I know you
I
take pre-workout, but
Oh, I
I
love
don't know if
pre-workout. But yeah, I do take one protein shake a day. I was
you,
doing two, but it kind of the whey protein, like the what's it called? The lactose
yeah,
did
makes you
not.
gassy.
It just didn't like I would have an upset stomach or when I'm lifting, it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
I got off that. Yeah, I'll look into like hydrolyzed protein
Okay.
because that's a way better option for me. Or it's hydrolyzed whey protein. I don't know. It's better for you. What about you? How's your diet? Hmm?
I my diet I always try to avoid carbs in as a general rule. Um I used to eat a lot of carbs, but I think I noticed
It
the
should.
correlation of eating a lot of carbs and then just crashing. But I wasn't like I didn't know that was a thing until I was like, why am I so tired all the time? It's because I'm like stuffing my face with pasta and like, rice and starch. So nowadays I like there are days where I don't like eat carbs at all. Not because I'm avoiding it, but because I just got used to not like if there's rice, I'll be like, oh, I'll just take a little bit and then I'll like eat more vegetables or meat.
Yeah.
So as a general rule, I try to avoid carbs, but I think Yeah, in general, like I have a good metabolism, so I never really had issues with gaining weight, but I do have issues with not having enough weight. So I'm naturally like really skinny. So if I don't work out, I default back to just looking like a skeleton. So I actually have to try to eat a lot, but not carbs. So I'd have to eat pretty clean too.
Well,
Yeah.
see, for you, if you want to gain mass, you need to eat more carbs.
Yeah.
There's no way around that.
Yeah.
But
So that's what I did before I took mass gainers, which has like crazy amount of carbs.
and I warned you about it,
Yeah.
but you did it anyway.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
Well, this was before I met you, but then I tried it. I did it again, and then yeah, it's just my face just got bloated. Just became twice the size of my head right now.
uh, actually, I don't even remember that. Like, I remember you eating or drinking the mass gainer every day, but
Yeah, I remember that too. Like I came into the office with a protein
yeah,
powder. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but like that's something that people don't get. They're like, I need to eat less to lose fat. And it's like, no, you need to eat more often, smaller
Yeah,
portions, and then
right.
your metabolism will skyrocket. But also,
Yeah,
so another thing that people forget to do is drink water.
yeah.
Like, I think, what is it, 2 liters a day? 2 liters a day? I don't know.
I think
X,
it's a little bit more, but yeah, it's around there.
like, and that will literally help you lose fat or, well, the unhealthy stuff in your body because it'll flush it out. And, but yeah, so like metabolism, like, if you're not fueling an engine, the engine will not go. And that's how metabolism works. So if
Right.
you're not constantly fueling this engine or this metabolism, it's not going to burn anything. It's not going to try to use a different energy source to give you energy, like to allow you to output energy, right?
Yeah.
So like a lot of people, they'll be lifting and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm so tired." Well, what did you eat? "Oh, I had this and then a granola bar and then at some point down the road a banana." It's like, well, no wonder you're tired. No wonder you like you're failing your lifts. Like you didn't eat enough. I've done it too. Like there's days where I would have one meal. I'd have breakfast and lunch, but I wouldn't either have a snack before the workout or have a meal within like an hour before the workout. And I would pull from the like say I think we were doing snatching, and I just
Okay.
had no energy to pull off the ground, just none. I was like, nope. And I was failing like 135 pounds when I was supposed to be getting to the percentage of, I think the weight was 175 pounds,
Right.
and I just couldn't do it. Body didn't want to lift.
Yeah.
So like eating and eating the right foods is very important for you to perform well or to look better or to lose fat, or it's all about diet. 100%. Like
Yeah,
there's no
especially abs, right? Like you don't like abs aren't just because you do ab workouts doesn't mean you're gonna get abs. Maybe, but
yeah.
it's more important for you to have strict diet for those abs. Which
Well,
is why I never get abs because I don't care. I just want to eat whatever I want to eat.
yeah, that's literally what I do. I
Yeah.
want to be able to be an athlete and I don't care what I look like. But so like all these, you see all these things on the internet that are like, oh, 6 week, six pack, whatever, or summer
Like a
body
trend.
transformation thing. And literally, do you want to know the secret? I'm pretty sure I said it in one of the episodes actually. You need to burn more carbs or more calories than you're intaking. That's it.
Mhm.
That's literally the solution. And people are like, oh, but I'm going to take hydroxycut or I'm going to do steroids or I'm going to, not eat because I'm stupid and ill-informed.
Yeah.
And it's just like, whenever someone comes to me and they're like, I need workouts. And then I was like, how's your diet? And they would tell me their diet. And I'm like, okay, so what do you want to do? And they're like, eat less to lose fat. And I'm like, Do you like eating? And they're like, yeah, I love eating. What if I told you that you can eat more and lose fat faster? And they're
Sounds
like,
like snake oil.
it's what?
Sounds like you're selling snake oil.
Right? But like that's the secret. And no one wants to listen. It's literally like you need to eat better food more often in smaller portions, fuel your body to burn energy or to burn fat.
Yeah, I find diet also plays a big role in my mood too. If I skip a meal, I get like hangry, and if I don't eat enough, like I feel uneasy and I'm like irritable. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I try so hard not to get hangry around molasses. I like
Yeah. You're an
there
Italian guy. You need the good food to be fed at like to you at all
like
times.
like there is the one day we were driving and we were driving and she I was just short with her the whole drive, like wherever we were going. And she looks at me, she's like, Anthony, I'm like, yeah, and she's like, are you hangry? I'm like, could you tell? She's like, yeah, let's get you some food. I was like, yeah, I was hungry. Oops. But yeah, I I find that if I don't eat, I'm a grumpy Anthony.
More so than you.
Yes,
So do
I'm not
you
always grumpy.
sure.
Thanks
Do
for
you
taking the high road there.
yeah, yeah. Do you tend to set big goals or small goals?
Uh, I set short-term goals, long-term goals, and then overall goals.
All
So
all the goals.
yeah, all the goals. Because like you're if you set your short-term goals, they will literally well most of the time will align with your long-term goals, and then your long-term and short-term goals usually amount to your life or your overall goal, right? And that's something that I also get clients to do when I'm kind of coaching them through like the process of like what do you actually want. And I kind of ask very targeted questions and I get them to set goals, and it's very helpful for a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah, like for you, I remember you saying that you set goals for almost everything in your life. Actually, like
Yeah.
how do you go about that?
I'm very much goal oriented. Not even just fitness, just overall in life.
Hmm.
But like I just find it like if I do fail, because we always fail, like I find it easier to fail on a daily basis than on a weekly basis because then I'd feel like, oh, I failed my whole week. So, for example, working out, like I try to work out every day, and at least if I fail today, then I can work out tomorrow again and just kind of pick it up from there. Whereas if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna work out 4 times a week, and then I fail like maybe twice, and that leads me to fail the whole week, and then I'm discouraged. So, like, I just find it I think it comes down to finding out how your psychology works and then try and gear your goals to what works for you. And I very much work towards that. Okay, like today I have like 10 or 15 things to do, and I'm just gonna try and get through every single one of them. And if I fail on like three, at least tomorrow I can do it again. But where the weakness of that is sometimes it can seem like I don't have purpose. So I usually try and like set aside time like once a week or once every other week to kind of review where I am, just so that like because if you don't like readdress or reassess where you are, you're just gonna keep bashing your head at the same wall all the time. Right? So
Yeah, I can see that. It's I don't know. I tried doing I think the term is like living in the moment for goal setting, and
right.
it's I don't know. I just can't do it because like I want to see the end. I want to know where I'm going, but I also am not like I also want to set other different paths basically.
Right. Right.
Like this is what I'm going to do today, and then tomorrow's going to be different, and tomorrow's the day after that's going to be different. And so like there's those goals, but also all those goals that I'm making are going to the long-term goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This it's very different how you and I
Well,
operate in terms
well,
of goal setting.
yeah, it's just like I want to enjoy the ride, but I also want to know where I'm going.
Right.
So yeah.
I think you and I are both very driven though. Our energy just comes out in um different ways, but we're both like very driven in terms of this is what I want to do.
Mhm.
This is what I need to do in order to get that done. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. It's like
Sounds very
how
robotic.
it is, honestly. Like
Yeah.
there's a scenario that I had where like I've been working so hard over this last year to improve myself in many areas of my life. And like there's days where you just you get kind of discouraged,
Yeah.
and it is like, but then you kind of reassess and you're like, no, this is the plan, this is what we're doing, let's
Mm,
go. You don't have time to cry, you don't have time to stop, you don't have time to think about it and wallow about it. You do this now.
right.
And it's I think that you and I are very similar where it's like this is what's in front of us,
Yeah.
let's go.
Right.
it's it's interesting because like not a lot of people are like that, and I think you and I, even in our workplace, I think we make a really good team doing that
Yeah.
because we're both like, let's solve this now.
Yeah. I remember like you and I booked off time at our meeting room and then started drawing stuff. Like okay, not like pictures, but like diagrams and
Mhm.
like how does this work? How does that work? And like that was super fun because we were just like brainstorming. Like maybe we should try this, maybe we should try that.
Yeah, what was it for? Was it part of the was it the whole infrastructure of the company, or was it like a piece? I can't remember.
He was one of our financial software integrating with the software that I'm working on,
Oh
and whether
yeah.
we're gonna do it through my software or your software. So we're trying to figure out the jurisdiction, but that was yeah, it was
That
super fun.
that got kiboshed real quick though.
Yeah, yeah. It still needs to get done, by the way, but it's
Oh,
not my job.
is it mine? I
I
hope
don't
not.
know. We'll
Uh,
find out.
and leave.
Just fade to black.
Yeah.
Do you ever like stagnate? So like when you're goal setting and stuff, like when you do stagnate, I don't know if you do, like how do you address that? For someone who are also actually let's bring it back to fitness. Like when
Okay.
someone's stagnating in their fitness, like what do you say to them?
Like when they're plateauing.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, have I had anyone plateau? I usually change their workouts if they plateau, or if I'm not training them, I ask them like what they're doing, and then I offer suggestions to switch it up. Because the reason that you're plateauing or being stagnant is probably because your body's getting used to what you're doing every day.
Right.
And once you get used to something, you kind of get lazy with it, or it gets too easy, right? Um, for me, the style of workouts that we do don't allow for plateauing. Like you just can't. So whether it's percentage work or metabolic conditioning, like no matter what you do, you will not plateau. Just, there, you'll have your off days where you'll miss a lift or your time will be off X amount of seconds or minutes, and then you're just like, I wish I could have done this, I could have done that, but I don't think I've ever plateaued doing the workouts I do now.
So like that's with a lot of CrossFit related workouts, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't use the term CrossFit. because
Right.
CrossFit brings a lot of haters and cultists. So uh I
Are you
do
a vegan now? Yeah,
no. But I do the CrossFit type of
you
workouts.
do. Yeah.
I I do. Oh gosh. And so I do gymnastics, Olympic lifting, strength training, a little bit of bodybuilding, and metabolic conditioning. Um, Soon we're going to incorporate swimming, biking, track workouts. So it's just like all around fitness, but the style that we do it in, I guess, is CrossFit.
Okay.
So like
You
AMRAPs or EMOMs or intervals, like that's not CrossFit because it's been around for ages,
right.
but it's literally the programming that CrossFitters use.
You did like weight training before too, right?
What do you mean by weight training? I've always done weight
Like
training.
this whole like myriad of workouts that you do, like that was fairly recent when you started, like a couple of years ago, right? Or no, you always sort of did
I always
like
did
metabolic
strength.
conditioning and all of that stuff.
Well, I always did strength training,
Right,
whether it was bodybuilding, powerlifting, all that stuff.
right,
Like the squat, shoulder press, bench press, deadlift. Like I've always done those.
right,
Olympic lifting is a new passion of mine because it's very technical.
right.
Um, so yeah, like I've always done strength training. Yeah, like I know you used to do a lot of strength training and bodybuilding, but now like what's your workouts like? Because I remember you saying that you adopted the EMOM thing, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
I don't really know your setup.
So I was actually stagnating for a while until like I came to you for help and you told me about like different, like not even just EMOM, you told me about different workouts, not workouts, like style of working out,
Mhm,
and that helped me a lot. I do a lot of calisthenics workouts. I have limited weights at home.
mhm,
I'm thinking of getting more equipment, but for now it's very minimal in what I can do. I have a lot of bands. I have like 25 dumbbells and a like kettlebell. So yeah, it limits to what I can do. There's a pull-up bar too. So
okay.
yeah, like EMOM helped me a lot because I stagnated pretty quick because I was doing the same sort of workout all the time and I would get sore, but give it like 3 4 months, like you're doing basically doing the same workout all the time. So ever since
Okay.
I switched to EMOM, like that's been helping me, and I'm sure I'm gonna stagnate there too, which is then well I'll switch to a different type of workout, and then maybe condition it in a way that like 1 week or one workout I do this, and the next workout I'll do a different thing. But
Yeah.
it's working out for me right now, and going back to sort of I guess like taking a step a little bit broader into like fitness. Um, I feel like there are different ways of working out and exercising. It doesn't just have to be like lifting weights or like trying to improve your strength. It can also be like swimming. It can also be biking. It can like exercising just helps your like health overall, right? So like if you
I
stagnate, maybe like try to have some fun. Go outside and like I don't know, jog or run or do some sprinting, like kind of shift your workouts because it's easy to get discouraged and easy to
mhm.
be like, what, screw this. I can't do this. I'm just gonna quit.
Yeah, it happens to a lot of people like um the oh well, I got this far, I'll just stop.
Yeah,
And it's usually them looking for an out because they're bored of it. So I
right.
think that making it fun is a really good idea. But on the other token, I had a point. I had a point. What was it? Oh, strength training.
Okay.
So everyone, doesn't matter who you are, if you can work out, you should do strength training. Whether it's body weight squats or
Cool.
lunges or push-ups or XYZ. If you don't have weights, if you don't have bars or whatever, like my dad is a good example. Like he got hurt because he didn't have the muscle development in his legs
Mm.
to withstand that whatever he did, like hit his knee off something. So because he does walk, he has the endurance, but he doesn't have the strength. See where I'm going?
Yeah.
So I think that no matter what, if you're capable, you need to do strength training.
Yeah.
Whether it's just your body weight, even calisthenics. Like calisthenics are amazing if you can do them. Because like they work on your joint, like the little tiny fibers in your joints and stuff like that. Like the smaller muscles within like your back or your shoulders or
Yeah.
anywhere else, right? Because like you have to hold certain positions for a
Right.
certain amount of time. But overall, people should be active, but also do strength training or some sort of strength training. And you'll be, and also diet. Like you need to get your diet intact. Yeah.
Yeah, those are good points. I think it's important to just exercise in general, just for maintaining um like good fitness, good relationships, good faith, like all of that sort of kind of interrelate to each other because you need to have good health to, be a good dad, be a good like boyfriend, husband, or yeah, follower of Christ. There's so many things that it relates to. So I think it's very important for everyone to like keep active in
Yeah,
general.
I completely agree. Well, we're coming up on our time here, homie.
We are, I think we are.
Yeah. So you got anything to say to the audience?
No, I think just remembering to like it and subscribe. And any comments would be nice. Your workouts, your thoughts on workouts, any idiotic thing that Anthony said or I said, please let us know because we'd want to find out where we're wrong.
Or where he's wrong. I'm never wrong.
Where we are wrong. Where you are wrong.
All right, ladies and gents. Well, we'll see you next Tuesday at 8
All right.
o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, what do you have any idea of what we're talking about next?
Um, why don't we talk about faith? How does that sound?
Like more in depth faith? Because we already talked about faith, but like, do you want to go? Which?
Yeah, let's go a little bit deep
All right,
on
all
our
right,
own.
all right. I like it. So next time we'll be talking a little bit about faith, and maybe we'll surprise you with something. Maybe you can apply it to your daily life. Who knows?
Cool.
But anyways, peace out.